childhood, and I tell my girls that all the time. I'm like, you're only a child for such a tiny, tiny majority of your life, and then that's it. The rest of it is just all this stuff that us as adults don't want to deal with, and we want to go back and be kids again. But they don't understand that, and all they want to do is grow up. So those songs, that type of song is just so beautiful and moving and sickening at the same time as us being parents, you know. But it moves all of us, you know, men and women both. I mean, I love hearing that from a father's perspective, because it just, I don't know, it just ties it all together, you know, because us moms were always bleeding our hearts out about our, you know, all this stuff, but that was beautiful. It was really good.
By the way, your theory on growing up and going fast, according to my wife, that would only apply to women, because according to my wife, men don't generally grow up.
We age, but we just don't grow up.
True, but I'm just telling you what she would say.
You both played I know Bob's got a wedding song I absolutely love. You played that one. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. So you two have the same kind of you're on the same wavelength about on a lot of things, aren't you? Did that shine through immediately? First meeting or first co-writer, maybe even first meeting?
Yeah, it really did. I mean, when I first heard him at that meeting, I'm serious. Everybody listened to everybody. Yeah. And I said I wasn't leaving until I got his phone number. And I think
same for me. I think we knew that we needed to co-write.
Yeah.
We write very similar songs. So.
What was your first co-written song? What was that experience like? I mean, was it like one of them great dates where you kiss at the end of the night, or one of them, metaphorically speaking, not literally, or just one that was kind of a hug?
For songwriters, that would be a ride at first sight.
A ride at first sight.
Yeah, I think he said that.
Ride at first sight. I love that.
I think the first song we wrote was When a Woman Says.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean that it is like dating. It really is when we get with a co-writer. It's either, hey, you want to do it again or what? I mean, like I say, hey, Andy, when can I see you again? And when can we, get to?
Well, he was kind of mean to me on the first date, so I almost didn't call him back. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So was that dynamic there that seems to be there with you guys on stage right now? That you
I mean, we
was that there from
understand
the
each
get-go?
other. He's pretty obsessive about like every line and every word. Way more than I am, which I think is why when I get an idea for a song, I pick up the phone and call Mitch. But it does, co-writing with us doesn't even matter. He played the song, was it Landslide?
Yeah.
I not only play it differently, I use different words.
Yeah.
I don't even, and we do this one song. It might be When a Woman Says What She Means. He does the chorus from a completely reverse perspective than me. So we could never actually do that song together because we don't know the words that each one's going to sing. But.
I mean, we have songs that we've got demoed, but we pick something and go with it, and then when we play it, we just kind of do it the way we want to. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The music evolves while you're doing that, because what you said, each person has that different style. But during the writing process, it's sort of a journey between the two, because you're learning more about the individual. And, of course, there has to be a chemistry in some way there, as far as thinking goes, when you're trying to put the lyrics together and the chords and the melody and all those things. Between the two of you, which one is probably stronger at writing melodies, and which one is stronger at writing lyrics?
Oh, he's definitely a stronger melody writer than I am.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. We're about equal on lyrics, though. I think we both write about very similar.
And that's
lyrics.
one good thing about co-writing, because you're going to find that one person that has that stronger strength than you, and you're able to kind of build off of that and strengthen your skills as well.
Definitely.
Well, the one thing we do as co-writers is we bring something to the table. We don't just hook up and go, you want to write a song?
Yeah.
We tried that once. It didn't work out too good.
So you guys come up with a concept prior to actually scheduling a meeting.
We try to commit to at least a full verse and maybe a chorus, even if it's awful. But bring something to the table besides, a beer.
It only takes a beer, though.
Yeah.
Now,
No, don't bring that up right now.
I'm not saying anything except for in the future there may be a song that I help to contribute to.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I am gratefully honored.
Well, then you get to bring the case of beer.
So speaking of bringing something to the table,
Yep.
Bob, is there another song in particular that you're wanting to share right now, it's,
Oh, he wants to do that. Well, I guess I better play the one Randy wants to hear, just in case the power goes out.
okay.
Because then he ain't gonna let me go home anyway. So let's see. Ain't that pretty? There's just something about. Yeah, this is the one that over at the Smokehouse Songwriter Competition.
You'll know you're around a songwriter or musician when their guitar is shinier than their shoes.
Well, all my guitars are well taken care of. So here's a song that I know Randy wants to hear, so I'm going to go ahead.
Please do. Yes,
that
thank
for
you,
now.
man.
It's called "There's No Me."
I love it.
She agreed to meet me at the Fallen For You Cafe, the place we met and fell in love. Wasn't sure what I would say. We sat there for a while or two, small talk in a nervous way. She asked what I was hoping for. This what I said: there's no me without you. Coming apart at the seams. There's no me without you by my side. And I know that I'm to blame for the hurt I put you through. Still I'm here to let you know there's no me without you. Come asking forgiveness, you stare without saying a word. No hope for redemption, will my pleas remain unheard? No, you don't want to listen, no matter how hard I try. No, I took you for granted, still I'm here for one last try. 'Cause there's no me without you. I'm coming apart at the seams. There's no me without you by my side. And I know that I'm to blame for the hurt I put you through. Still I'm here to let you know there's no me without you. One more chance is all I'm asking. One more chance to make things right. One more chance to prove to you I am the one. Please forgive me just one more time and say you'll take me home, and we'll never spend another night alone. 'Cause there's no me without you. There's no me without you. Coming apart at the seams. There's no me without you by my side. And I know that I'm to blame for the hurt I put you through. Still I'm here to let you know there's no me without you. Yes, I'm here to let you know there's no me.
Thank you for the
Wonderful song. Love it.
Thank you for not for letting me back you up on that. I love that song. Love it, Amanda.
I'm still in the microphone for a minute because, Randy, you just make me want to write a song so you can sing with me. I love that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was
appreciate it.
great coming in back there. It's beautiful. That's great. That was a great song.
Thank you.
Very much enjoyed that. But
First one I ever heard.
It was funny that night because they had 30 songwriters. It was a songwriter
Yes.
competition. I remember I went second, and I'm like, nobody's even going to remember that song. I mean, come on,
And
28
they
songs
did.
following. There's some good songs
Yes.
following that, but
Well, see, and I was
somebody liked it.
It's something because I was at the complete opposite. I was number 28 out of 30, and I was thinking, you know what? They're going to be so tired of listening to songs by that time that no matter what happens, it's not going to go well. But it did. You were great, and it was no surprise you won it. It was you and Marilyn Harris, and I think Jeff Pyatt finished the top 3, and everyone was excellent songs. And now you've all been on the Nashville Night Show. It's been a fantastic ride. Now, did you and Dave Gibson work on that song too? Or it was
No,
another
that's
one?
the one he sent me home and said, write it.
Wow.
And then 2 days later, my phone rings, and I'm looking at it. It's like a Nashville number. I'm going, who the hell is this? Hello? He goes, Dave, did you write the song? I'm like, well, as a matter of fact, I'm doing a working copy for you right now.
Well, I think we have a caller here. If you're on the line there, you are on the air live on Nashville Night. Who's calling? Hanging. There we go. You are on the Nashville Night Show. Who's calling?
It's your favorite hillbilly heartthrob.
There you go. You're even sexier on the phone than in person.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Even looks better.
Yeah, you even, Andy says you even look better. I wouldn't agree with that, though. How you doing, man? Where are you?
I ran away.
You know you're not eligible to win these passes because you're going to be there anyway.
Jason, you're not getting passes. You're playing.
But you do get the car later.
Yeah.
I get what later?
You get what later? Or what was that he gets? Who said that? Yo, you get the car later. We're giving away a car. It's a Hot Wheels
I hope it's
car.
that 57 Chevy.
It is. It's a Hot Wheels 57 Chevy. How'd you
Ain't getting
know?
my Chevy.
Wow. Well, how you doing, man? Are you listening out there? Do you hear Mr. DeYoung? Wasn't that a great song?
Yes, Me Without You is one of my favorites. I was actually singing along with it.
My gosh.
Hey,
You ought to cut that song, man. Seriously, that's a freaking fantastic song, and that is I can't tell what.
One of my
Go ahead.
one of my favorites, other than the 57 Chevy song.
Oh, the
Other than the
57
what?
Chevy song.
oh yeah,
Yes,
I'd love to play that one.
Oh, well, you're certainly welcome to. So, Jason, where did you meet Bob at? Was it up at the Dan McGinnis thing, or one of the things that Marta put on that I met you and Mark and everybody and Cynthia?
You know, I don't actually know. I think it was actually the first time I met him was at the music store.
Family Music Center.
Oh, wow, yeah. I think I was listening to the show that night, like 2013 or something there. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, since we know that you're not eligible to win these passes, is there anything else we can do for you, sir?
I just called to make a request and make him sing that other song.
There you go. I love that. Okay.
I love requests as long as I know the song.
Mark Irish, Cynthia Irish back here in the background.
Mark,
These,
How you been doing, man?
I've been doing good. How about you, Bob?
All right, how's the new store?
So Mark is here. You two aren't together. I was wondering about that. So we love you, Hillbilly Heartthrob.
We'll see y'all soon.
Yeah, some of us do. He says, "Okay, we tolerate you, Hillbilly Heartthrob." Now we do love you. You know that. My gosh,
This is just starting to get weird now.
It is. Hey, usually it gets weird way before this. So okay, I'm going to have to go and mute y'all.
Get off,
So,
Russ, you get back to your show.
okay, the 57 Chevy song, you got a request for that. So we got Bob DeYoung, Mitch Collins here. Andy's got something to say while I go switch channels so you two can swap chords.
And I have a request myself. I know I won't do it yet.
Well, he actually beat me to that, Bob. I was going to ask you about that because the last time I heard you perform that was at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse up in Monteagle Mountain. That was the first time.
What's that?
The Cadillac song.
Oh, it's a Cadillac.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
57
That was
Cadillac.
So good.
And
Somebody
that-
goes, play the Cadillac song. I'm like, I don't have one of those.
So Jason beat me to that, and I was going to ask you, here in just a few minutes if you could play that too as well. But I know Mitch has got his hands on his guitar right now.
You
on
can
strings.
do that?
Black Widow. I can do that.
Now, I got to tell you, you want to hear a
Let-
song? This is a song, brother.
I know we're looking forward to hearing him now as well. And earlier when we were talking with Mitch, one thing that kind of, struck my curiosity a little bit, being a poet and stuff, was your poetry something that you developed after high school or maybe earlier when you're in high school?
He's wanting to know, did you do it to get
No, but I mean, it's what led him to, the songwriting as well.
I think it was just I'd always been into music my whole life. I played in the band, played several different instruments.
So, okay.
But I'd never picked up the guitar, and just found an interest there, and it was an outlet for me because I was really, really into writing poetry through high school and stuff.
Through high school, okay.
So I was really into those things. So when I picked up the guitar, I kind of just progressed naturally into songwriting.
So when you went into college, were you in a marching band, or did you pursue
I
music there?
I gave up that when I started college.
When you started college.
You know, I didn't know we had this in common because when I was in high school, I wrote poetry too, but usually I was told, who wrote this? Go to the principal's office.
So your songwriting roots are in obscene poetry too. That's what I started doing. Seriously. And the Lord forgive me, I've moved on past it, but my first co-writer was Robbie Presley. And Robbie comes to the show sometimes. We would write, little stupidly obscene, snicker 8th grade poems in class, and the kind that would get us sent to the principal's office. So, yeah, I that's where my songwriting beginnings were, sad to say, but much more beautiful way for the way you came into it, Mitch. How do we get to this point? How about another song here to save us? Mitch Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
This is one my wife doesn't mind me singing because it's about an ex-girlfriend, but she doesn't care because it's called Black Widow Love, so she doesn't mind. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, right? So, yeah. All right, here we go. I got caught in the web of lies you were spinning. You wound me up to stop me thinking. Must have been a spell you cast upon me, 'cause I've been acting like a fool with benefits. You're the queen of stealing innocence. Took that part of me that made me wanna believe there was something more to you than the only thing you need to satisfy your fantasies. Like every man is a piece of meat for your black widow love. Yeah, that black widow love, mesmerizing. In that dress you were disguised in, 'cause underneath it you were hiding a red hourglass I could not see, 'cause I was blinded in the moment and the madness. Yeah, in the power of your passion, you took that part of me that made me wanna believe there was something more to you than the only thing you need to satisfy your fantasies. Like every man is a piece of meat for your black widow love. Yeah, I had to get out of that, I've been looking high, I've been looking low, with a get up to get you out of here, but you ain't let go. I said hypnotized, wanna take control. Got one last chance, if I just don't glance you where I make the door. I'm gonna break free, break free, break free, break free. Get my hand on the knob, oh my God. Well, I got sighted, so like a man now I'm running. You're like a flash, fast as I can. I don't think I could ever spend another night with who you are and survive it. Escaping was my only option. You took that part of me that made me wanna believe there was something more to you than the only thing you need to satisfy your fantasies. Like every man is a piece of meat for your black widow love. That black widow love. Yeah, that black widow love. Yeah, the black widow love. That black widow love.
Mitch Collins, Nashville night. Oh my gosh, yes. Hey, Judy Reed, starting. I hope we're back on the air. She said it stopped. It probably didn't stop that long. But Gary Morris, do you want to see the number The number once again is area code 845-584-1067. 845-584-1067. We got to make a little jingle. 845-584-1067.
Sure you trademark it.
Oh, love it, love it. Now the Black Widow song. This is this is a real X. You could tell. If you wouldn't have said that before the song, you could still tell this was a real deal. How did you survive that situation? How did you get out of that alive, Mitch?
Well, it was that's a long story, but basically it was she was.
Let me remind you, statute of limitations
Yeah.
isn't up yet.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's no long term ill will, but it was more of just I was being used. It didn't feel good.
That's a bad thing?
It can be. Sometimes it's.
We were young.
Oh,
I
don't
wasn't
start
getting-
out good and end up
Don't
bad.
get so sensitive on me
I
now.
was really young. I wasn't getting anything in return, so Willie wasn't. So anyway,
I love that.
No, I'm just
That's a
kidding.
bad
No, it was it was a bad thing. God.
Mitch, I got to ask you something. Has this person heard this song? Has the person you wrote that song about, as the Black Widow, has she heard this song?
No, we're not in touch anymore. So yeah,
It's like anonymously.
I promise you,
to
we're
her.
not in touch anymore. So.
Wow. You can tell me her name, and I'll tag her in this video or this feed or something.
On advice of his counsel, he's
Yeah.
not going to talk about this anymore.
We got Bob DeYoung and Mitch Collins here with us tonight. Andy's got a quick question, and then I got to ask you to. Oh, Andy doesn't have a quick question. Well, hang on just a second. I want to ask you to, Bob, especially you. You got the finger picking down. Where did you get that from? I got it from Garth Brooks. We're listening to his records and turning on my love of finger picking. Who got his from? Oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank? Not Jim Croce, but James Taylor.
James Taylor.
So where did you get
Jackson Brown. James Taylor, Jackson Brown.
Well, the same place Garth got him from.
And like I said last time, Britney Spears, Lady
Britney
Gaga.
Spears, that's right. She does the finger picking on the guitar a whole lot. Wow. Andy was going to ask that question. That was the
Especially the
Britney Spears
vocals.
question, right? Yeah, that was it. So you guys, who was your influence? What was there
Definitely
anybody?
Jim Croce, Dan Fogelberg,
Yeah.
Rock as far as Boston, a lot of '90s country, Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, those guys. So,
Yeah, gosh,
definitely.
we love the '90s. That was my favorite decade
me too.
of country, and that '90s all the way up to the early 2000s. Some great stuff because it was traditional, but it was traditional, but had new influence and new kind of life into it. Andy Parton, how you doing, brother? What you got over here? And for Andy doesn't like to brag, but he is the Parton. He's related to Dolly, so he's got music in his dang blood. And I think we're related, him and I.
I don't want to sidetrack from the thought here, but it's a lot of different guitars that people bring in, and I know most of you that know about other famous songwriters, especially of the past and in history. Jimmy Driftwood, if you know anything about him, which he wrote Tennessee Stud and also the Battle of New Orleans. If you can find a clip on YouTube, you need to look at his guitar. This was one that was actually built himself by hand. It was made from a headboard, his mother's headboard off the bed, and he built the guitar and everything by hand. And we're talking about finger picking. Go and look at his clip on YouTube and watch this man with this, tuned by ear and everything, and watch him as he's picking the guitar. Didn't want to sidetrack, but that was just something I was thinking of, earlier when I saw Bob's shiny brown guitar up there, that really nice one there.
Well, Andy, if anybody brings up, there's like a broadcasting rule. If you bring up the Tennessee Stud song, you got to sing it. Tennessee Stud is right. I can't remember all the words to it, so you should sing that. You guys got a favorite nowadays? I mean, mine changes from day to day. I love Marty Raybon. I love Garth Brooks. Gosh, Brad Paisley's got a great song out, Last Time for Everything. Anybody that you've come across, either that you're working with down in Chattanooga that you see, or anybody on the radio that's really struck you as, hey, I love this style. It's something that kind of piques my interest into studying their interpretation of the craft.
Well, they're not in Chattanooga, but I just accidentally ran across. I'm sure they're pretty famous already, but I've never heard of them. I think it's called Pentatonics.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I saw them
I
on
sit there and I
the
watch their vocals, and I'm like, they really have this finesse with their vocals that I would
Yeah.
certainly like to emulate, but they also have perfect pitch.
It was a CMA Christmas special, I believe I saw them on with
they're,
Jennifer
they're
Nettles.
really amazing. They do some stuff. Go to YouTube and check them out. It's unbelievable.
Anybody,
I-
Mitch?
I like
Anybody?
everybody. I really like everybody. I mean, I like everything from Bruno Mars to, Michael Bublé. But I really do like this guy named Ian McFerrin. He's pretty cool. Some really good stuff. Just an independent artist, but really good stuff. So, yeah.
We should probably give a shout out to Emily Robinson.
Heck yeah.
We have somebody that's part of our songwriters that's on tour right now, and she's doing amazing. And I'm telling you, this girl can sing. And you want to hear her voice? I can send you to my website, and it's the very first song called "Come Home to Me," and we did this duet. Just make sure you have an umbrella because your roof's going to leak.
I would love to meet her. Hey, we got check-ins here. Miss Lisa Wilkes checking in. I think Lisa's up in West Tennessee, I believe. Forgive me if I'm wrong here. Yep, up in Camden. Jackie Phillips out there in Oklahoma. Vonda Burris up in Ohio. Matthew Snare. We love you, man, up in Nashville. Judy Sarton out there in Oklahoma. Thanks for listening to us. Michelle Holder, yes. Will Richards. And Will is down in. And
Tell all these people to
he's
get
in
to
Alabama.
Chattanooga, man.
Yes, come on up to Chattanooga. My Aunt Debbie. How you doing, Aunt Deb? David Millienberg up in Virginia, who's on the show. You remember David, Andy? Right? Yes, sir. Dean Barron up in Clarksville. We love you, man. Brenda Kornblum. She is listening down in Uruguay.
That's one of my co-writers.
How you doing,
Several
Brenda? We'd love to
songs
meet you,
with
too. So Andy's got a question he wants to ask. So what you got, man?
I just went blank.
Well, I go blank all the time. Actually, I either go blank or talk too much. But okay, whose turn is it now? It's his. Let me, Andy. You're gonna have to remember that question because I got to go turn. We're working on a little equipment, maybe shortage or kind of technical issue tonight. We have to keep shifting the guitar cord around, so I got to go back there, mute channel 5, so Andy can ask his question, or so they can switch up the guitar cords. Andy's got a question.
Since I know you two, spend a lot of time over in Chattanooga, have you ever? And actually, I think Mitch, you'd mentioned you lived in Cleveland for a period of time, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to go over and listen to the Lee Singers at Lee University?
No, I haven't, but I'm familiar with them. So yeah, I wish. Yeah, definitely.
The school there, their choir, of course. The vocals and stuff, which they actually had one of the students there that was on The Voice.
Yeah, they did. I remember that.
And that actually won. I didn't know if you guys had ever made an attempt maybe to go up, and I know you're close by, and Chattanooga's music scene's sort of unique in its own. If you've ever decided to go up and maybe see some of the students there to let them hear one of your songs and see what it would sound like if they were to, really sing it, with that vocal strength, if that's ever been a thought, just throwing that out,
I like
that
it.
out there.
Yeah.
Something different, but no. Now I know down in Chattanooga there's a couple of restaurants that are really good hot spots to go and eat. The Loft was one in particular. I don't know.
At one time, yep, it's not there anymore, but
Okay.
Yep. But there's definitely a lot of good restaurants there in Chattanooga. So.
The Loft actually had a long history there, and I'm not going to go too far in detail, but my wife's uncle was the main chef there.
Oh, okay.
And he's passed on, but I thought the world of him. But matter of fact, Alabama would travel into town, and they would always call him up, and which he had some of the best ribs you could eat. The best in Chattanooga. And believe it or not, they wanted him to prepare homemade food. Country cooking is what they wanted. And of course, you got this Italian that can make the best food. But of course, when Randy and all those would come in, Lou would always make them the traditional, just down home cooking. That basically. But I didn't realize the Loft had closed. I didn't realize that. Now, are you guys going into Alabama also and playing at any venues there? I have a
I
friend.
haven't played in Alabama, mostly Tennessee and Georgia.
Okay. Now, I've got a friend of mine that performs over in Hickson. There's a Mexican restaurant there in Hickson. His name is Jerry Fordham, and he actually has a little place there that he's got arranged with an owner there, and he highlights different musicians. They'll come in and play,
Is
songwriters.
that La Familia?
La Familia.
Okay.
So that's a good spot. Just want to tell you guys.
Yeah, that's good.
Jerry, played and performed with Phil Driscoll. He was with Phil for many years. but he's a multi-talented musician and player as well. So if you guys are over that way, go by and see Jerry and tell him Andy said come by.
All right, we are going to go to one more song, then we'll go to the 10 o'clock break, and then we'll come out of it, do our lightning round, which we do 2 back-to-back songs. We'll go a little bit over since we started a little late. If you guys don't mind, you came up here a long way. Want to hear some more music, and if anybody wants to call and win those tickets, they can. We're going to have to give them to somebody here, and we can do that. You know, they're not tickets or passes. 845-584-1067. Put the 1 before that. 1-845-584-1067. I don't even know if you have to use the 1 anymore. If you're outside the U.S., use a country code. But if you're going to fly in for that, we'll give you tickets free if you're flying in from outside the country. But, all right, Mr. Bob DeYoung, hit us with a song before the break.
Well, I'd like to say this one's for Jason, but that just wouldn't sound right in the end. But Jason, I'm playing this one because you asked for it. How's that?
I'm jealous.
This is a co-write with Mitch as well.
Saturday night, 3 beers in, out in my garage, under the hood of my Bel Air. A girl walks in, gives me a look, smile I can't resist. I say, baby, you don't play fair. She grabs that chrome handle, opens up the door, pulls me in the back seat. She says, sit back, I'll ride. You don't even have to drive. I say, girl, you're all I need. Now I'm reeling from this feeling, 'cause I love her wild side. There ain't no mistaking why I'm shaking deep inside. She's taking me around the world, right here where we lay. Got a 3-beer buzz and making love in a 57 Chevrolet. Nothing better than a 3-beer buzz and making love in a 57 Chevrolet. She falls into me, lets out a sigh. My hands tangled in her hair. I kiss her here, I kiss her there. No, it drives her wild. She says, boy, you don't play fair. Now I'm reeling from this feeling, 'cause I love her wild side. There ain't no mistaking why I'm shaking deep inside. She's taking me around the world, right here where we lay. Got a 3-beer buzz and making love in a 57 Chevrolet. Nothing better than a 3-beer buzz and making love in a 57 Chevrolet. Ain't nothing better than making love in my Chevrolet.
Oh, my gosh, I love it. Love it, love it. Bob DeYoung, Nashville night.
You want to hear a great story about that song?
Oh, yeah, well, first, yes, I do. But Jason says, now I feel special. Thanks, Bob.
You're welcome, Jason.
So, yeah, let's hear the song.
I was playing this at a place in Chattanooga, and my wife had my granddaughter and my grandson there. And I don't think they really know what this song is about, but they love the song. And when I got to the part where, she says, I'll ride, you don't even have to drive. My 6-year-old granddaughter looks at my wife and goes, you don't have to drive. My wife likes, oh my goodness.
they pick up on things.
Yeah.
Years from now, they're going to, that song Grandpa played was about this.
And my daughter's kind of
Whoa,
like,
that's what it was about.
my daughter's already like, do you really have to write songs about being in the back of a Chevy with my mom?
You tell her, hey, how do you think you got here? You tell her that, Bob DeYoung.
Yeah, I don't want to she'll make me sell the car when I do that.
Hey, we got about 2.5 minutes to the other break here. Amanda's back. Nobody's calling about the tickets here, but give a quick plug to what's going down here in 3 weeks out in Minville Way. Amanda Morris, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we still have not got a caller, have we? Okay, so we need a winner for these 2 free weekend passes for Folk Fest at Stonewood Bluff the first weekend of May 5th through the 7th. I was just going to run through the vendors real quick. We've talked a lot about the music. There's a lot of amazing music nonstop, but we'll also have awesome vendors. We've got some really good food provided by Collins River Barbecue from McMinnville, Juicy's Wellness from McMinnville, both great, great, great food. We've got the Balloon Dude, and we've also got a petting zoo that will be the Heart and Hand Critters Hollow Ranch and Rescue. So we've got some stuff for the kiddos, and children 12 and under are free as well. So it is a kid-friendly event. We've got, I don't know how to say that actually. How do you say that, Andy? Cincy? Yeah, it's like candles, burner things. Yeah, people that know what that is know what that is. So we've got a vendor doing that. We've got LuLaRoe, who is clothing. We've got Gypsy Orchid, which is myself. We've also got the Get Rich and Die Trying, like I mentioned earlier. Amazing. Yes, dye, as in not die, but dye as in dyeing your clothes. This woman is phenomenal. She's coming all the way up from Florida. She's got the most beautiful tie-dyes I've ever seen. It's not T-shirts, people. This is tie-dye everything. This is bed sheets. This is towels. This is tapestries, dresses. The list goes on and on. She's got everything, and amazing, amazing. I mean, we've got people actually, after she signed on, that are traveling in from out of state just to come to purchase her items. So it was just great for her to come aboard. We've got the Crooked Bench Woodworking, which these people are phenomenal also. They take old barn wood and make beautiful things. If I could afford to just pay them to build me a house, I would. Lots of people. We've got, actually we have a musician that a lot of people out here know. If I can say her name right, I need my phone. Joy Newby. Joy Newby is going to be with us for the weekend at Folk Fest, but she's actually going to be doing massage. She's got a massage booth set up along with a friend. Said if I needed her to fill in any spots, she's willing and able. So she's a musician and just a great, great person who's really an advocate for this event and helping, promote it a lot. So I'm really, really thankful to her. And we just have people coming on all the time. The Glass Cannon Studios, that's what it is, do glass work. They're supposed to be there. The list goes on and on and on of people that are going to be there. It's just going to be a great weekend. You just do not want to miss it. Like I said, it's good for the whole family. We've got 2 free weekend passes right here, right now, May 5th through the 7th. So please call in. You can still call and win those tickets.
845-584-1067. We love Joy Newby. Her and I got a song. We're going to be in a movie. It's supposed to be with Nick Nolte. Going to be in it. That's one of the people they floated around. So love it. Love Joy. Joy gives some great massages. She really does. She massaged I had a wrist injury due to a dog bite a few years ago, and she gave me maybe the best massage I've ever had. But yeah, Joy Newby, we love you. Great singer-songwriter. Been on the show here, too. We're going to take a break here and come back with the lightning round. That's a new feature that you two and I have come up with, that we have back-to-back music. So we got Bob DeYoung and Mitch Collins here on a very quick-moving, darn it, they move too fast, Nashville Night Show right here on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com. to more great music and interviews on Nashville Night.
Why is it you have to sneeze right when the commercial's, coming out of commercial? I didn't have to sneeze at all, and it just hit me right there. I hope nobody heard that. So we're going to get right to the lightning round with these two guys. They may do, what do you say, Amanda, back to back to back to back. So 2 each, and we'll talk very little. We'll get right to the music, because that's what it's all about. Without the music, none of this would exist. Mitch Collins, what you got for us?
All right, I'm going to try a song I tried earlier. I think I got it now. We'll see. I'll try it one time. If it doesn't happen, we're out of here. Okay. Not meant to be, but I think it's all right. Got to turn my guitar up, sorry.
If it doesn't happen, you got to find a ride home. How's that?
Okay, that works.
No pressure.
Friday night. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's not meant to be. I don't know.
It's just what it ain't.
I got it. Okay.
Friday night, same old, eating supper with the TV on. Sitting on the couch trying to keep it fresh, so I light up her phone with a sexy text. She looks over and smiles at me, says, I'm right here, baby, what do you need? I say, that little black dress and those high heel shoes that take you walking on the wild side and set you loose. To put your crazy on it gets me going, then I'll take you with you where you want. Every step you take gives me a heart attack. It's ooh la la in the front, oh my God in the back. Oh, you look so good, it feels so right, like $1,000,000 you're out of sight. So put your crazy on, put your crazy on. Hit club and deja vu to show off some booze. I was getting into it, yeah, coming unglued. She winked at me and said, I like you this way now. Turn around so I can see that sway. And put your crazy on, it gets me going. Then I'll take you anywhere you want. Every step you take gives me a heart attack. It's ooh la la in the front, and oh my God in the back. Oh, you look so good, it feels so right, like $1,000,000 you're out of sight. So put your crazy on, put your crazy on. Baby, oh my God, ooh la la la, oh my God, put your crazy on. Let's take this home so we can take it off. Under the sheets, and we're gonna get lost. So put your crazy on, it gets me going. Then I'll take you anywhere you want. Every step you take gives me a heart attack. It's ooh la la in the front, and oh my God in the back. Oh, you look so good, it feels so right, like $1,000,000 you're out of sight. So put your crazy on.
Yeah.
Mitch Collins, Nashville Night, Andy Manda.
Thank you. It only took 5 times, 5 tries. That's actually what I wrote with Brenda Kornblum, who checked in earlier. We wrote that, and a guy named Matt Foster sings that for us.
See, that's all.
He is awesome. Have you heard of Matt Foster?
Don't think I have.
Travis Chattanooga, he's really good.
It only takes a lightning round to get you back in the groove. That's all it takes. It's a lightning round. That's it.
All right.
So,
I'm there.
Bob DeYoung, you're in the hot seat. You ready to go?
Yeah, I wrote this one with Mitch also. If you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about. Because I've been given a whole bunch of last-second chances.
Found a note on the door, said thinking about you. Call me if you feel the same. I remembered her leaving time and again. Wondered if this time would change. So I gave her a call, she asked how have you been. Said I've been lost and confused. 'Cause you find your way back, knowing that I'll keep falling for you. I'm praying this time is the right time. I know love ain't easy to do. Here's your last second chance to find what was missing from the last second chance I gave you. Here's your last second chance. It's all up to you. My friends think I'm crazy. Maybe that's true, but I'm not so good on my own. So I'll take this crazy, 'cause we're better together. That's why I'll never let go. I'm praying this time is the right time. I know love ain't easy to do. Here's your last second chance to find what was missing from the last second chance I gave you. Here's your last second chance. It's all up to you. Every day I wake up beside you is a yesterday that came true. So every day I pray, and this time is the right time. I'm praying this time is the right time. I know love ain't easy to do. Here's your last second chance to find what was missing from the last second chance I gave you. Here's your last second chance to show your love for me. I'll make love easy for you. Here's your last second chance. Here's your last second chance. It's all up to you.
Bob DeYoung, Nashville Night. That was great.
You raised your hand. You raised your hand too soon. You raised your hand.
Fist pump.
Another really smooth song there, Bob.
Thank you.
Enjoyed that a lot.
That's what we do when we write this together.
It works better.
Yep.
Real short shout out to a couple former guests. Larry Scroggs down in Georgia there around Gainesville. Also Sean Swinney. We want to say hi and hello to you. Also, we want to say hello to Rebecca Turk down in St. George Island, Florida. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of wildfires there on the island, and they've had to evacuate several people. But from my understanding, firefighters have been working around the clock down there to stop that from spreading. So our thoughts and prayers are still with you down there in the community. And Rebecca, if you're listening, you're more than welcome. As Amanda says, come on back up and join us here, and we'll give you some more Tennessee hospitality. Next up, we got Mitch Collins during this lightning round.
All right, well, really quickly, anything you guys want to push here, but before we get to the last couple of songs, gigs coming up, Chattanooga Songwriters Association, how to check into that and join?
Well, right now we're working on some other venues in the Chattanooga area to try to get the songwriters out there, and we have a couple different places. Kind of bizarre, an Italian place called Fiamma.
Yeah.
Not sure how that goes, but it's called Fiamma, and we're working that right now. Also going to be working a couple other places. The only thing I want to push is the fact I really appreciate what y'all are doing here.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Because it really provides some tremendous opportunities for songwriters regionally. I mean, we came a pretty good ways to come. It's worth coming here. So I appreciate it.
We very much appreciate you guys coming. You're one of my favorite people I've met on this journey, and I love your love of the craft. I love your music. Love your attitude toward this. Great attitude's everything. Your enthusiasm in this, it's everything in life, especially in the musical journey. And the most special thing that ever comes from being around music is the relationships we make. Everything that every part of my life now comes from being atop that mountain back around the time we met, and people that we've got to have walk through these doors and be on this stage. I would love to have some more people that you guys know from the Chattanooga area up on this show to showcase them. We've had Jesse, we've had Courtney, and everybody. But
I'll do it. I got some people you haven't heard.
Oh, I would
You'd
love
be
that.
blown away. I mean, you can see the songs
Oh,
that,
my gosh.
that Mitch writes. He sets the bar pretty high, so it keeps me pretty honest.
Mitch, Bob's been bragging on you for
He's
the last
always
few
been.
months now, and you've really done great,
Well,
man.
thank you.
Fantastic.
Bob's a true advocate for the songwriting community.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't think he
Great
gives
word.
himself enough credit, but I mean, he's done so much in Chattanooga for songwriters everywhere. I mean, I wasn't playing out 3 years ago. He just basically forced me
He
out.
made
there,
you.
so,
Now I can't get rid of
There
them.
you go. What have you done? No, great. I'm glad he did, and you're fantastic. You know, if there's any butterflies, I dang sure couldn't see him. Both you guys' guitars sound great tonight too. I love that. So, great job, both of you. Tell you what, in between after your song, when we get to the last one, give a plug to kind of feel where I can get the channel muted to switch the chord, where you can be found online after your song here. Mitch Collins.
Okay, just really quick, I just wanted to add how ironic that you just did a song, The Last Second Chance, from The Last Chance Saloon. I totally, yes, I did. I totally caught on to that. I thought that was great.
Guess we got a third writer now.
Hey, I'm available anytime. But yeah, you know, you guys keep talking about the writing community in your Chattanooga area, which is great. I feel that it's like that everywhere, though, really. I mean, thank you for complimenting on what the station is doing here, because this is huge, and this is all, no matter where you are from. I mean, Australia, I mean, you know, since I've just been here recently, I haven't been here that long, but I've met so many amazing people from so many places, and it is all a family. It is all a community of support. And it's a beautiful thing, and we have to do that. You know, we have to stick together, even though people like myself, who isn't so active as we want to be in the actual writing process, but we also have to have the people like myself who support it. So, you know, it takes a lot of different people to make this journey happen for everybody. So I'm honored to meet everybody that I meet here, and it's just great to meet you guys tonight, and you guys are really inspiring, and it's great. So.
Thank you. Thank you.
What you got for us?
All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. It's just like a, young love song. That's what it's about. It's just, you get it. Yeah.
You get it.
First time I laid eyes on her, she was in the next car on the tilt-a-whirl. And every time we spun around, we were looking at each other and laughing out loud. Made my way to meet her at the exit, thought I might chicken out. But then I said it, I am feeling this, I'm really feeling this. A little bit dizzy, kinda lightheaded, fireworks going off in my chest. And my only wish is she's feeling this. I hope she's feeling this. One ride led to another. We played hide and seek inside the hall of mirrors. And when we shared a funnel cake, it turned into a powdered sugar food fight game. She turned and smiled at me as she was running, gave me a wink that said, well, come and get me. I am feeling this, I'm really feeling this. A little bit dizzy, kinda lightheaded, fireworks going off in my chest. And my only wish is she's feeling this. I hope she's feeling this. Riding in the night on a Ferris wheel, the end of a day we'll never forget. Pulled her close enough to seal this thing we had going on with a kiss. 'Cause I am feeling this, I'm really feeling this. A little bit dizzy, kinda lightheaded, fireworks going off in my chest. And my only wish is she's feeling this. I know she's feeling this. Ooh, feeling this.
Nice.
Thank
Real
you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Mitch Collins, Nashville Night. Mitch, that was a great song. Where can listeners find your music, and are there any upcoming shows that you'll be performing at?
Well, much to Bob's dismay, I don't really have an active website yet. I do have a site on Song U, where you can listen to some music. It's you go to www.songu.com and / Mitch Collins, and there's a bunch of stuff there. So yeah, take a listen. Love to hear it. So, please.
Folks, check out Mitch Collins at songu.com. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Bob DeYoung, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to play a song that I know Randy's heard. It's called Happily Ever After. And it was nice. It was nice. This ended up this past summer on NSAI's Top 40. Oh, I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't say this ended up as a co-write with Dave Gibson.
Is it ever enough to know that I need you? Is it ever enough to know that I care? I long stopped searching for fairy tale endings, just when I'm thinking life just ain't fair. It's never too late for happily ever after. It's never too late to find love that is true. Though I never believed in happily ever after, I just might start to with a woman like you. Is it ever enough to know that I breathe you? Is it ever enough to know you're in my every prayer? I'm counting on us. Whoa, that's till forever. Through the pain and the laughter, the truth and the dare. It's never too late for happily ever after. It's never too late find love that is true. No, I never believed in happily ever after, but I just might start to with a woman like you. It's never too late for happy ever after. It's never too late to find love that is true. No, I never believed in happy ever after, but I just might start to with a woman like you. Oh baby, I just might start to with a woman like you. Thanks again, Randy.
Oh, Bob DeYoung in Nashville
Appreciate
Night.
you. Thanks.
Oh gosh, you know what? Dave Gibson should have. Tim and Faith should have recorded that one. You know it.
I'd like somebody to do that. But.
My gosh, well, Dave's got the new Tim and Faith single, so he ought to get that one to him. My gosh, were you two laughing at me singing? Was that what that was? Because I can't help it.
No,
Here you go.
Hey,
Tell him on
Randy, the answer to that question was yes. Yes.
No, I never laugh at you singing. No, it was totally an inside joke that we don't want to talk about right now.
Man.
But this, I'm going to go back to the song. That was a great, a great.
He's still laughing.
That's a great redemption song. It really is, and just written really good. And that's what I thought of as far as relationships, a second chance. You can always make up. You can always find someone else.
Don't tell my wife that.
You can't. No, that's not true in the case of Bob. Yeah, Joey, that's not true. He can't find somebody else in that regard. But great song to end the night on because it is such an underlying thing here to your songwriting journey. You put up the guitar for 20 years. You took it out after 20 years, and now you live it, you breathe it, you're doing something every night. You're enriching the songwriting community down there, leaving your hands on everything that seems to happen around there. Lots of things that happen around there. Never too late for that happily ever after. Never too late to get into this music thing, is
Thank
it? Never
God.
too late to start playing on stage, is it, Mitch?
And
Wow.
big thanks to Mr. Mark Irish.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we love Mark Irish. Mark and Cynthia here, Last Chance Saloon, give us a great venue for this Nashville Night Show. Been almost 2 years. It'll be about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half. Midnight Madness Show, 5 years. So, and big things coming for the Nashville Songwriters Network as we get all of these shows out to a wider and wider audience. Mark?
Hi.
He's back.
Well, thank you, Randy, for all that. But we're excited. We got a lot of stuff going on. Some cool things coming down the works for the Midnight Madness Show, and I know you got stuff going on. We got some great guests coming in, great artists. So the hits just keep on coming. We had a great artist tonight, Stacey McElhaney. What a great artist she was, of course. And we got Bob up here. Bob's been one of my fan favorites for a long time. Bob's graced the Fam Jam stage a couple of times. And
Are you doing that this year?
No.
Oh,
with the
sad.
change of venue, I don't have the outside yard. And then the city of Manchester said, well, do it on the square. But with everything that's going on with Dad, I just haven't had time to coordinate, and it's been, I don't know, it's one of those where I really want to do something, but I don't want to do it half at it, you know what I mean? I mean, I feel like I would just force it, and it would be not good.
Yeah,
So,
that's good. Well, keep us in mind if you got anything else going over this way.
Always.
We'd love to come over and play for y'all.
Always. So, yeah, we want to make sure we put on a good show and, and not cause issues. We want to create fun. So, don't forget this weekend, though, we got the Jason Adams Band playing here with two different artists we haven't played with before. Bill Mathis is going to be playing guitar, doing some singing for us. Dad was Johnny Mathis, not the Chances Are Johnny Mathis, but the country Johnny Mathis. Come out and check that out. And Jerry J. Thomas, a good friend of Randy's, and we got introduced to him. Great guy. Looking for a lot of fun. He's going to join us on stage, so it's going to be kind of cool. I'm going to be playing with a couple of guys I haven't played with before, so we're going to be shooting from the hip that night. But that's when it's the most fun. That's when you got to be on your game and it's the most fun. So, other than that, things are normal at Last Chance Saloon. You got your bingo going on. You got the radio shows on Tuesday night, the Midnight Madness Show, and the Nashville Night Show. You got Wednesday night league, dart leagues, and that's team oriented. It's a league, but doesn't mean you can't come down and support your favorite teams. We also got free pool Wednesday night, Thursday night. Oh my God, jam session. Thursday night was standing room only in this bar.
Sweet.
Thursday night. Yes, it was absolutely packed in this bar. We had 23 players come out and play, and oh my, it was. If you missed it, shame on you. This is the place to be. It also helps when between 7 and 9 we got free draft beer. So 7 to 9 free draft beer. Come on down for that, but then check out and hang and watch all the artists play. We have people play all kinds of instruments. We had sax players and trumpet players and, all out of the norm. And then Friday night's karaoke, which is always a fan favorite around this bar. And then Saturday night, we live bands. Last week we had the Hilltop Shakers, featuring Mr. Boots Jackson Hill, and Bebo, who played with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band for a while. They were here playing on that stage right there.
Sweet.
And then Sunday, blind draw darts. Anybody wants to come out and throw darts, come on out. So something every day of the week here. And Andy wants to say something.
Yeah, well, if you get a chance, definitely come out Saturday night and listen to Jerry J. Thomas. As Mark mentioned, I introduced him and Randy and everyone to him. Former childhood friend of Leonard Skinner. He went to high school with those guys. He was with them from the very beginning before they even became the band. He was there in the garage with those fellas, watched them grow up through the many years. He also has been involved on a project with country music singer Doug Supernaw, who just released his first CD in over 20 years. Jerry helped Doug and got him back in the studio to record 18 of his greatest hits and also 2 new ones, which Jim Lauderdale was a co-write on one of those songs as well. But definitely come out this weekend, show some support for Jason and Mark and the Last Chance Band, and come meet JJ. That's what everybody calls him. And you won't be let down by his music as well. He's very talented, and you'll notice where that southern feel of music and southern rock comes from, because you can hear his style as well. Even though it's traditional country, you can hear those tones though. And one thing though, he wrote one of the very few country songs that Jimmy Van Zant ever wrote, and it was him and Jimmy that wrote one together. And may try to get him to play that if I'm out here for everyone so they can hear it. But we've had a great night tonight with these two fellas here, Bob DeYoung and like I say, Mitch Collins. It's been great. I'm glad I had an opportunity finally to get to see you here live and during this radio interview. Definitely to those that are listening, keep following Nashville Nights radio show here with Randy Fincham, Rockin' Randy, Awesome Andy, and of course Amazing Amanda, because we've got some guests coming up. We got Johnny Lucas that'll be coming. Johnny performed. I'm just going to give a little nugget there at the Glastonbury Festival. He opened for Dolly there. He's played over, 500 venues over in Europe. He's with the same label that Keith Urban was brought over with. He's got some great music. He's young, very talented. Come out Tuesday night next week. Listen to Johnny Lucas. Like I say, if you're a part of Nashville Nights radio show and you're a musician, you are in the part of something big, something that's bigger than ourselves. It's a family of people that love music, that wants to see music expand in the Middle Tennessee area. Also for the independent artists that I call the blue-collar artists out there, this is the place to be, because we want to hear the music. We want to hear what you have. So tune in to WFMC Jams, Heat FM Radio up in New York City, and also the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network.
Very well said, Andy. Very well said. And Bob, where can you be found online? I love your website. Tell everybody where
That's
they
where I'm
can
found,
check it out.
BobDeYoungMusic.com.
Bob DeYoung Music, DeYoung.
That's right.
BobDeYoungMusic.com. And thank you guys, both of you guys, for coming down here. How about a hand for them? Wow. Great music. Great time. Producer Brian, thank you for all you do. You are fantastic as usual. A flawless performance. We love you, man. Mark Irish, Cynthia Irish, everybody here. Last Chance Saloon. Carly at the bar. Feed me double shots. That's a song lyric. That's not something I've been doing. It's a song lyric from one of our group rights songs. But what a great night. It's been a great night of music. So next week we'll be back with Mr. Johnny Lucas, Bob DeYoung, Mitch Collins. Everybody have a great night. This is Randy Fincham for Awesome Andy Parton, Amazing Amanda Morris at the National Songwriters Radio Network and the Nashville Night Show. Good night, everybody.